We struggled, so you shouldn't. So let me change the hyphen st into su. Okay. So now I'm doing UDP scan. Since it's taking a long time, what I can do is I can wait, or else let me change the timings. I press Ctrl C to quit this. Let me explain you the timing, the speed later. Oh, T. Okay. I'll explain the timing T switch part later. Okay. I just wanted to make it a bit faster. Let's see. So meanwhile it scans. Let's go for the try hack. Let's go for the next one. So here you can see this particular portion, this green color symbol, right? So if you have it in your particular task number, which means that particular task has a machine, like a target machine, which you are going to scan. Okay. So host discovery, who is online? Let me open this one. I think the same thing which we already explained in there is shown. Host NMAP users various discover. Yeah, it's showing you can scan only one particular IP, or you can scan a range of IPs, or entire subnet like this, or the PC name. That's what mentioned. Okay. And as I told, hyphen sn just to check, discover the online host on the network. You got, just remember the word scan. Okay. So it's just going to scan and see who is online or not. Okay. It's called the ping scan. Okay. So, and also they are mentioning NMAP, use it as root with the sudo command. Otherwise, the ping and the particular limitations, ICMP echo, TCP connect scans, the limitations are there. Okay. So non-root mean that's the limitation, right? For normal users, the without sudo permission, when you send a SST or SU packets, there will be limitations. So the TCP packets can't be adjusted accordingly, ICMP packet. So that it will run, nmap command will run still, but it will be running with the basic option, not with the fully like TCP option. Okay, ST option. Basically, what they are mentioning is just to use it with the sudo is better. Otherwise, there will be limitation. Okay. So local network scanning, Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Yeah, you can see the output here. Nmap, SN, you can see basic scanning. Here, there are some other options like timing adjustments, scanning for 100 ports. Those kind of things are there. So initially, we are just covering up the initial things. So these things I already told you. So it's showing not only the local network, you are scanning the other networks as well. Okay, different subnet. Okay, that's what it's mentioning. So with the Wireshark, they have an idea how it's going. They send the packets, which means they are tracking with the Wireshark. So you can see TCP and UDP packets are going here and there. So I think this is the portion, not the task 2 as like it has a machine and like it's giving the general information. Okay. So sudo usage and you can see they have shared the how is like scanning and other network remote network devices and so PS, PA, PU these options as well in order to check the live host like TCP sync, TCP ACK, UDP discovery. So these are packets you might already knew like initially. In my case, I'm basically a networker, so I switched from the networking to hacking. So in that scenario, I already knew these packets, frames, and all the basic parts are there. So I'm not going to explain it in depth, but in your case, if you are a beginner or if you are directly entering cybersecurity, just have an idea on basic networking as well. It might help you. Okay. So the how the packet travels, these kind of things. So PS, PA, and PU are like TCP sync packet, acknowledge packet, UDP, these kind of things. And hyphen SL is like before you begin a scanning, you just wanted to like if you are typing 192.168.0.1/24, but you if let's say you want to see how many targets I'm going to scan in this particular IP range, you can use the hyphen SL option. So it will give a list like basically like 254 IPs will be there. It will give a list. Okay. So it doesn't mean it's going to scan it. Okay. It's going to show you these are the IPs I'm going to scan. I'm not scanning already. It's just listing. After that, you can use the SN or SU, ST options in order to scan. Okay. So this SL option is just listing only. It's a list. Okay. But in case if you already knew what is the subnet and what are the IPs included in this subnet, you can simply already you can omit this SL option. You don't need. You already knew this subnet has this many IPs, right? You can simply check on the IP subnet on Google, and if you provide, there are many online tools. If you provide this range, they will show you what are the IP ranges there. In that case, to make it easier, they are providing this SL option. Okay, so you can start if you want to start with attack box from your like from the browser itself. You can go for it, but I think per day 1 hour only or something. Some limitations are there with attack box. If you exceed that limit, it might charge you. Okay, or next day only you can stop it and next day you can use for the free version. If not, you can go for the like OpenVPN stuff. From my Kali virtual machine, I'm running the OpenVPN and I'm going to scan. In that case, I can simply start this web machine and scan it. Okay. To be honest, I'm not going to do both of it because I already installed my Metasploitable machine, right? I can simply scan it. Let's see. If I needed to answer any questions, I might need to. What is the last IP that will be scanned when your scan target is 192.168.0.1/27? Okay, let me start this lab as well. I made a yes. I started the lab in my host PC. The Kali virtual machine is there in my. I should have started the Kali VM inside. I mean, try hack me in the Kali VM. It's fine. You can omit this one. Data I will complete collapse. Okay. You can use the hyphen SL option and figure out the answer. Okay, nmap slash hyphen SL. You can try this. sudo nmap hyphen s capital L 192.168.0.1/27. Okay, it will list and you can refer the last portion. Now let me clear it and we'll move on for the next one. So next one is the part which I already demonstrated in my Kali VM, right? So it's showing you basic scans all the ports like known ones. Around 1000 ports it's going to scan. Okay. So TCP has generally 65,535 ports, and UDP also has the same applies to UDP. So initially when you scan, it's going to scan like around 1000 ports. You can see the output there. So scanning the TCP ports, how it's going to scan? Hyphen ST. Okay, you can see this option which I'm highlighting. So after that, the three-way handshake I already explained. Uh, so you can see the connection. They are scanning this IP and capturing the traffic using the Wireshark. Okay. So port 22, initially 1 and 2, they are mentioning like categorized. So first you can see the source and destination. Source in this sense, okay, let me explain it here itself. It's easy. That's why I told try hacking resources are easier for teaching. So you can see the source and destination. Source means your side, destination means the target side. Okay. So the IP you can see it's ending with 148 is the source. From there, it's initially sending a TCP packet to 211 target. Okay. So you can see the range sequence is 0, initial packet, sync packet. Okay. First step, sync packet is sent. So after that, what happens? The packet is received from the destination, which is 211. Our destination becomes the source now in the second stage. Okay. So again, it's going to send to 148, which is sync and ACK. Initially sync, now sync and ACK, which is sequence 0 and acknowledge 1. These are flags, okay? Like in the frame, the values are set. So you don't need to like by heart these stuff, but just have an idea. Then, so initially, the source is saying hi, just explaining. So the destination again, it's saying hi as well. Then the third option, 148, from hi, after that, they are communicating. Okay, third part, which is acknowledge. Yeah, we can connect, we can communicate like that. Sequence 1, acknowledge 1. Okay, so this is what the three-way handshake means, because the communication happen with 3 times uh, communication with two people, in between two people. Okay, but initially let's say uh, the first one says hi, and that from the opponent side there is no hi, then the communication is not happening. In that case, that is what I explained in the second option. It's like uh, the first part is connect scan, the second part is type of like reset flag. You can see RST flags are sent, which means connection rest. The connection is terminated. Okay. First, try to connect with the three-way handshake. If you do this connect scan, the firewall or IDS is also like intrusion detection system, the firewall that will detect somebody is connected to our network. Okay. So that's why this connect scan can be detected easily. Hyphen ST option is like a connect scan, TCP now. Okay. But in case if you don't want to be detected by the firewall, like as a visibility like somebody connected like that, the destination target shouldn't know you have been connected. In that case, you can use the -ss option, the stealth mode, okay, or half open scan, you can call it. Okay, it's a stealth mode option, -ss. Okay, half open or stealth mode, or it's like under the radar, like it's not like so much visible. You just scan it, and you simply like imagine like you are saying hi and the opponent is not saying hi, or if they say hi back and you're not communicating further, you are cutting down the communication, you don't need to continue the communication. That is what mentioned by this ss option. Okay, stealth. So that's the difference. -st is making a connection first, -ss is like half open, not making the connection, it's just quitting the connection so that the IDS or firewall will not detect. Okay, that's the point. And what else? -su I already told, it's like UDP scan method. So in this scenario, they are just mentioning this, explaining this part, okay, which I already showed you. An SS is sync scan or steal scan. Okay, so here you can see the reset flag. Once it's tried to connect and reset and acknowledge packets are sent. Okay, so scanning the UDP part is shown with the -su option. So next part, limiting the target ports. So basically there will be NMAP scan, mostly common 1000 ports are scanned by default. You can adjust it by using the -f, capital F, which will scan like fast scan, like only the common 100 ports. The default is 1000. Here it's going to scan 100 most common ports. Okay. Simple P or -p is like scanning all the ports with -p okay, which is like -p 1 to this much. So this part I can simply explain with like this. So when you use like -p option, it will you can specify a particular port number, like let's say 12 ports. So if you specify -12, it means it's going to scan from 1 to 12. Okay, -p, and you are providing a range -12. Okay, another option is there, you can provide -p and you can tell until like let's say I wanted to scan from 10 to 25. In that case, it's going to scan from port 10 to 25. Here you can see -p 10 to 1024 they are scanning. So that's the part. If not, if you specify like -p hyphen, it will scan all the ports, okay, which is 1 to 65,535. So how your command is going to be nmap. Okay, don't forget the sudo nmap -p hyphen the IP 10 10 10 5. Okay, this is our target IP. So if I specify -p hyphen, I'll be seeing or scanning all the ports. If not, if I specify -p and I'm mentioning 10 to 500 IP and specifying to scan 10 to port 10 to port number 500. Okay, so this is how it is. You can just have a look. So I don't want to explain further. It's like childish, small thing, right? So they are mentioning ST is for TCP connect scan, complete three-way handshake, communication from both ends. And hyphen SS is like TCP sync only, initiating the connection, which means like only first step of three-way handshake. After that, connection is reset. And hyphen SU is like UDP scanning. Hyphen capital F is like fast mode, only the common 100 ports are scanned. Hyphen P can specify a range of ports. Specify range of port. Hyphen P hyphen is like scans all the 65,535 ports. How many TCP ports open in target system? They are asking. Find the listening web server and with browser. Whether we got any machines running? So lab machine is on showing. No need here, I can turn it off as well. So here I can check. Start Kali Linux in the sense web-based Kali machine will start. Attack box is here from the TryHackMe. Okay. So if you click like start Kali Linux, starting the machine and it will show me. You can see it here, right? So since I have a subscription, I will be having 2 hours time. You can see it here. Okay. If I click this, it will be opening on a new browser. So they are asking a question: how many ports are open on target system? Please. Okay. So let's wait until this finishes. Meanwhile, let me check our Metasploitable machine. It's only VM. I'm just logging in order to check because we stopped at like UDP scanning, right? So you can see it here. SU option. I scan for the Metasploitable IP. So scan report and host is up. Yeah, we know. And it's providing the other options. Here you can see in the state, it's mentioning open filter for DHCP and TFTP. TFTP is like a temporary file transfer protocol, 69. Okay. And 139 UDP is like NetBIOS one. Okay. So with the UDP scan, we got these informations and let me check whether it's shown on the TCP one. Okay. So in case you can see here for the -st option, I can't see the same IP. I can't see for the open filtered ones like port 69 port TFTP and all are not shown here. So various different switches like -st, SU, different options will give me different uh, idea or data regarding information regarding the target. That's why Reconnaissance part is done. Okay. So I need to know a thorough idea what are the open ports, so how I can get the access to it. So in that case, it's helpful for me. So here in -st, it shows only the open ports it's showing, but it missed to show me the DHCPC and all these parts. I think it's open and blocked by firewall, kind of protected by firewall. Okay, so these kind of things are there. And -st SU we have done. So let's move on for the hyphen. Basically, better to use the -T4 option, aggressive time, that I will explain later. Now, so ST is full scan, like connecting fully, TCP connect scan. Next mode SS is like stealth mode, which means, like, as I already explained, not building the connection, just trying and stopping in the initial stage. After the first step of three-way handshake, this will be stopped. So let me provide the password. Okay, this one is quite quick, right? So here also I'm not seeing any open filter options. So similar to TCP. Okay, so I can see the reference, the ports. You can see the services, ports, and host is up. So this is, so now I think if you have tried these things, you already knew how Nmap goes, right? And before answering the try hack me, I just wanted to give you one more idea on this T4, which I already used. Okay, you might be wondering what it is. So let's say from PC A, PCB is scanning. Okay, so Nmap is running. So when we run, there are certain timings. -T is like how fast the scan runs. Okay, speed of the scan. Okay, which is what mentioned by this T. Okay, so there are ranges -T which has 0 to 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 is in between. So -T5 is like very fast. Okay, in the sense, very fast in the sense, when you try to scan and collect more information so fast, you might drop some packets or some information could drop. Okay, so we don't use this -T5. I am not suggesting. The next level is -T4. It's fine. It's called the aggressive mode. So this speed is fine. So it will scan with the fastest manner, and also it won't drop any packets as well. So I am suggesting this -T4 to use. And -T3 is normal speed. Okay. So normal speed in the sense, maybe it might take a long time, little bit long, and I can tell you -T0 or T1, T2, these things are going to take a long time. Okay, like minutes, hours. Okay, so if you have so much of time, you can use it. I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so that's the reason I mentioned here T4. So T4 is like aggressive, and each one we can mention by the name. Otherwise, we can use the word as well. Normal, aggressive, uh, and normal, aggressive, and fast is there. Polite is for this one. Normal, aggressive, and insane, I think. Yeah. So -T3 is normal. -T4 is aggressive. -T5 is insane. So insane is what we are getting, and we are using the -T4. normal is also fine. Hyphen T2 is polite, and hyphen T1 is uh, stealthy or something, sneaky or something. I'm not sure about the name. Better to use the numbering format, because if you use the words, you might have some spell. If you have any typo or something, it's going to make a mess. So now that the initial uh, ping mods and timing speeds I have informed, and together I already told you the hyphen capital F option is like just make the first 100 ports, limiting to 100 ports. Here you can see somewhere it should be mentioning scanning 1000 ports. Let's refer. Here you can see. Okay, it scanned basically commonly 1000 ports. It scanned. Here you can see not shown. Shown 977 closed TCP ports. Okay, 1000 ports. It's not showing. Okay, so here see port unreached 999 UDP ports not shown. So so far okay. So here you can see this one, this service, stay, and port option is there. But what happens if you need more detail in this particular SSH or particular telnet one or FTP one? If I need more detail on how I can get reach or any service I can try to, like, for the script running, I need to know which particular service is running or anything like that, any version like that. For that in-depth analogy, we can use this -v option for version. Okay. If you use this -v option, other than the service, next to it, you will see a version column where you will have some ideas. Like for example, VSFTPD, which is a backdoor script mod. So if it is open here, this FTP, you can run this VSFTP script and get the access. Okay, this is for an example I'm saying. Okay, there will be other options as well. So -v is for version, and you can use -simple d also, but this shows like debug, kind of like more information will be gathered. Okay, but I don't think you need that much, because it might show a wrong output. -v version is fine, because it's not going to correct, like here just a column is added. You can have some idea about what service and what version of the service is running. So actually this version is shown, but this -v refer to verbose. Okay, in depth. All right, because -d is debug mean, -v is going to give you a verbose out in, like, more information regarding the output. I'm mentioning this version because I mentioned, because here it will show as a version column. That's the reason. Okay. What else? Anything am I missing other than this? So next, also there is something called. Let me explain regarding that part as well. After you scan, and you now, let's say you got all the -v option and all the SD, SV, and there is something called script scan as well. Let me explain it later. Okay, script, everything is there. Okay, so after that, what you want to do is you just wanted to collect this information, transfer this information into a file for referencing or sending it to someone. So in that case, you need to use -o output and a. So if you specify this hyphen OA, it will save your particular output file into three commonly used like files like .nmap, comma, .xml, comma, .gnmap, which is like nmap file and a gnmap file and a xml file. Okay, so commonly, so you can transfer these all three formats. It will save your output, nmap output. But other than that, if you need it only in nmap format, you can use hyphen on. Okay, xml, if you need only xml version, you can use hyphen o x. Okay, if you need only gnmap, gnmap is like grippable output. You can grip the output from that particular one, search kind of things. Okay, so for that, hyphen o g. So all these on, ox, og, all these individual commands are included with single command hyphen oa. Okay, so this part also covered the output saving method. So what else? The last part, I think only the script scan is missing, right? Let's see that one as well. So if hyphen sc is used, it's going to scan the NSC script, like general scripts. Any available script is running on the target, right? So if you have a script, you can use that script and use like exploit. Using that script, we are exploiting and we can get the access to the target. Okay, exploit possibilities. Okay, so hyphen sc. So in this sense, let's say the command is going to be like sudo nmap hyphen sc and the IP 1004 or something. Okay, so this will by default search other scripts are running, any scripts are running like that. And there is another option as well here, hyphen hyphen script equals vuln. Okay, this is another option. This one hyphen sc is a shorter option. Hyphen script equals vuln. It's like it's going to scan a vuln kind of script, vulnerability kind of script, whether it's running. So sudo hyphen hyphen script, then nmap, sorry, sudo nmap hyphen hyphen script equals vuln. You can provide vuln or SMBOS or something. I will show you where these scripts are there and how you can refer these in the TryHackMe. The path is shown in the nmap folder. You can see the Kali Linux. Okay, and one more thing, in Kali Linux, nmap is by default installed, so you don't need to manually install it. Okay, you can see it. So script equal vuln and 004 or something. So all these for now I have demonstrated like hyphen sc or script or everything I'm demonstrating individually, right? I'm not, we can also use the same thing together with other option hyphen st hyphen v or hyphen script vuln and 10024. Okay, sudo nmap. Okay, sudo nmap hyphen st is there, st is there, script equals this everything. You can use it as a combination as well. Okay, these are called combination, combining everything together and scanning. Thing is, whenever you combine more stuff together, it's going to take longer time for your scan. Okay, so try to use the important ones and use the hyphen t4 as well, so it will increase the speed. Okay, let me clear the screen. So these parts are done. The concepts are clear for you all. So here you can try NMAP as well. Maybe in the initial access reconnaissance part NMAP ready. NMAP and ZenMap is a GUI version of NMAP. Okay, so you can see too many tools. Okay, so this is what I initially explained you all, because if you master all these in a, like, not Multigo is there, Legend is there, Go Buster, so each tool has its own usage. Like in it can't be, it's not being used for the same purpose. For same purpose there will be different tools, like 4 or 5 tools, and another different purpose there will be another 4 or 5 tools. So if you wait and stick to one particular tool like Nmap, and if you wait to learn and complete that one thoroughly, you might lost time for learning, for having an idea for the other different tools and all. So what I would suggest is go and try each and everything in a random way, like a brief idea. You need to practice for the basics level initially when you are beginning. After that, you can get once you familiarize, you can try for the different tools, and you can master and fine tune the one. Okay, because it automatically happens. Like when you have a brief idea on Nmap, when you are using, you might have some, let's say you are stuck with something. At that point you will go for the reference and you will find out, okay, this is the reason this particular option is used. That's how it should be done initially. Before you practice, if you try to learn each and everything on Nmap, and after that if you are trying, uh, it's possible, but it will take a long time for you to learn the other concepts as well. Other tools are there, you can see here, I'm not clicking even, right? See, this much of tools are there. So before entering don't get panic, it's possible to learn. It's like it has, like, mainly you learn one thing, and it covers other tools as well in a similar way. Okay, so we are getting back to our try hack me one. So 1.5 now. Okay, let me open the terminal. So now I'm in the browser based try hack me target room, and what they want, you can see the IP. Let's check if country. So my IP is given as 1048.120.207, right? So this is the IP of my machine. From here, I need to check this, scan this 174 IP and figure out. Okay. So what they are asking, how many TCP ports are open on target system? Okay, 1048.188.174. This is going to be a headache. So better I'll keep it like this. Okay. Yes. Sudo nmap space hyphen. How many TCP ports are open on target system? Okay, let's see, hyphen st, or let's list. No, it is st and 48 188 174. Okay, so here you can see I did the TCP scanning hyphen st, so it's showing open ports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ports, SSH, HTTP, those. So let me provide 6 here. You can see here in the left side and check it. And find the listening web server on this and access it with your browser. What is the flag that appears on its main page? Find the listening web server. Okay. Server HTTP is open, right? So 8008. Okay. And 48 188 17. Let's open this Firefox in the machine itself. So I think in my browser it won't open. I need to open it inside the TryHack PC. Okay. It's taking a long time. I think the machine is stuck in. It's better let me do it with the Kali VM itself. Okay. This is irritating. Since it's working on the online basis, maybe the internet connection as well going to be a factor to affect. Okay. So let me terminate this machine. Okay. So in case if you want to see this app, let me turn off this one. Terminated the machine. Let me sign out here. So I think it's taking a long time. So that I will terminate this machine and let me move on for the next part. Like I will explain it in a different video. I will try to log in from my Kali virtual machine, and due to time constraints, I think I'm going to stop here. I might be posting the other videos sooner with complete like completing the TryHack lab and also the NMAP part. Okay. Thank you. Hope you learned something new.